maybe a year and a half ago, we became partners, official partners with TikTok, and now we're probably one of the biggest agencies in Europe. We're spending almost currently 9 figures in ad spend. And TikTok is really aggressive when it comes to taking market share. 85% of users of TikTok don't have any other screen turned on while they're on TikTok. When they think about TikTok, think about teenagers using TikTok, and which is not true anymore. I'm not really sure that people realize how big you can go on Amazon. Like, we work with 9-figure sellers there. The pie is so big and it's growing so fast. So like, you don't really consider anybody to be your competitor. We hang out together, you know. You just need to be creative. People want to recognize themselves in the video as well. They want to be like, oh, I want life like this. It's all about sharing knowledge. You need to give a value to, so you can get value in return.
Hello and welcome in another episode of The Change Officer. As you know, in these episodes we talk about the change. The change is the only constant in life, and we tend to find the change officer all around the world. And guess what? This change officer comes from Serbia. And Desi bre.
Glad to be here.
Hello, Lazar. As English people do not do, I would not try to pronounce your surname in English. So Lazar, the PPC guy. This is in the shortest that I can introduce you, but we'll discuss a lot about PPC, about the changes in media and so on. And I know that this might be my shortest appearance in my own podcast, because I have to ask you only one question. Actually, it's not a question, it's a sentence, and you can talk for hours, because I saw how passionate you are on stage, on podcasts, and probably when you talk with clients, and even us in the conversation. So the key word is PPC.
Yeah, the PPC. I'm first of all, my name is Lazar. I'm the founder and owner of Sellers Alley, and I've been in PPC for a long time now, maybe like 13, 14 years.
Oh my God.
I started in Serbia, and like small company that is Serbian version of Best Buy, and like wanted to like figure out what's PPC. And when I figured it out, it was like a whole new world for me, and like fell in love completely into it. And as you said, like I can talk about PPC a lot. And I started from Facebook ads and Google ads, and after some time.
When was that? Like you said, 15 years, 10 to 15 years ago. You know,
exactly.
Like when Facebook was young.
Yeah, when all of them were young. So when I was young as well.
No. So you started with Facebook. What was the situation around that time in digital space?
Well, like people like to say that like whatever you did back in the days, like it would work, and like there, like algorithms were working differently, and they were open to everything. Like some of the stuff like that used to work are not working anymore. Like all of the platforms are like thinking in a different way, and like they're more mature, and like you need to know way more today comparing to what you knew in the past. Like literally everything you did in the past would work. Like whatever you built, it would end up working. But today you need to be full pro when it comes to advertising and building campaigns and so on. And like the prices were different. Like prices, that's the best part. Like I've been in the Amazon industry for like 5 years now, and I can tell you, like from the period when there were no negative keywords on Amazon, and that's like really far away.
No, but when you say I'm 5 years on Amazon, it sounds like I'm veteran on Amazon. And like for 5 years, you know, like
I know.
The speeds are changing, the things are changing so fast, you know.
You cannot imagine. Like I used to say, like that Amazon is like Google's retarded little brother, but like today, but today it's completely different thing. Like that's something that you say about Walmart today, you know, like when you compare it to Amazon, and that's the funny part. So. Yeah, the changes are huge. E-commerce is changing. So we had situation with COVID as well. Like I know like that's the most boring topic now, because like everybody's lecturing about it all the time. But the thing is, it really changed the perception of people, like how they buy, how they communicate, how they work. Like all of the people like started working remotely as well, and so on. And like situation is now changing once again. We saw like huge peak in sales like last year, and like when COVID started and everything, and like
the reach is bigger. Everybody's on screen. Yeah,
yeah. And during that period, new platforms started to show up, like TikTok. TikTok is something that is absolutely insane. Like, I'm a huge fan of TikTok.
Personally, are you a huge fan of TikTok personally? Like you TikTok all the time, or you're business-wise?
That's how I started. Like I started by I'm a consumer. I'm a huge
early adopter consumer, I would say.
Yeah. So I'm a huge fan of like everything new, and like I want to try it. I want to test it. And I tried TikTok like in its early stages. I loved it. Continued using it all the time, and maybe a year and a half ago, we became partners, official partners with TikTok, and now we're probably one of the biggest agencies in Europe. We're spending currently 9 figures in ad spend. So that's something that's interesting. We have some insane clients that we work with, and
Can you share with us a little bit about the clients and what you do with them? Not of course specifics.
Full spectrum, from TV shows to
What TV shows? What TV shows? I mean,
you cannot really say.
Okay. But what do you do for TV shows?
We just do promotion and brand awareness for them
on digital.
Yeah, on TikTok. So when it comes to TikTok works really well. TikTok is today what some of the platforms were like a couple of years ago.
You don't want to say Facebook, but say it,
That's the thing. And TikTok is really aggressive when it comes to taking market share. They want to give you the most for your money, and we had situations where we had one car accessory company, car cosmetics, that started really shy, maybe $5,000 a month in ad spend, and 2 months later they were spending $500,000, and we were talking, and they said we would spend way more, but we cannot produce that much. So that was the main problem there. So TikTok is absolutely crazy platform. I absolutely love it. And I was talking about that at a huge conference a couple of days ago, Affiliate World, and that's the probably best and the biggest conference in the world.
And you were on big stage, and your slides were 30, 40 meters wide and high.
I have big head in person, but on that slide, it was even bigger.
Imagine my stomach there. Okay, so this is actually what I wanted to talk about is media evolution from the old Facebook, which was open. You needed to share just a few photos of your business, and you could get some contact. People now Facebook is closed, zero, and maybe we could also touch the subject of slight or not so slight downfall of Facebook on markets recently. Do you think, because there is certainly one part of Facebook downfall coming from betting on 3+ minute videos, 100%. But I heard also other aspects. And what is from your aspect? Is there, of course, that there is some wrong moves that Facebook did in the past? Do you have a take on that? I'm sure
I do. So I think Apple helped a lot with iOS updates.
Yeah. And this is
that was the start of the downfall, to be honest. And it all started with that and some maybe bad mistakes. When it comes to TikTok, let's say when you compare it to Facebook or any other platform, 85% of users of TikTok don't have any other screen turned on while they're on TikTok, because TikTok is engaging platform. You're really focused on what you're seeing there.
I love it.
When you're on Facebook, you're probably having Netflix turned on, you have some other screen turned on, but when you're on TikTok, it's this is it, this is what I'm doing, and you're fixating the screen, and that's it. On the other hand, algorithm on TikTok is so good. So when you're, let's say on YouTube, those videos last around 10 minutes in average. So what you do there is share, subscribe, maybe comment, and
call to action is weak.
So it's not a lot of information in 10 minutes. On the other hand, on TikTok, it's done every 30 seconds, maybe even less. So in first 5 seconds, you need to be really engaging, and you need to grab the attention of the user in the first 5 seconds, and after those 5 seconds, you have around 35-ish seconds more to sell your message, to tell what's important in the video. And during that period, consumer is liking, sharing, subscribing, and all of that. And then algorithm jumps in, and TikTok algorithm is insane because it can go through all of the frames. It can check everything in each frame. So like if you watched a video of the puppy and you liked it, algorithm jumps in, checks all of the frames, sees that there is a puppy. You're gonna get another video of a puppy in 3 to 5
when
videos.
my son actually puppies when my son takes over my TikTok and watches, the next few days I have only puppies and so on, because he likes watching dogs, you know, like so yeah, and that merger that they made with Musical.ly and not only by users but acquisition of the algorithm and the approach is really changed. And I think the with TikTok is outreach is something that you are getting most of any other platform. The other platforms like Instagram is trying to mimic that and so on, but you are getting an outreach FYP, you know, like that's something that in TikTok is amazing and couldn't be even better. We have a common friend, Istok Pavlovic, who was on the conference listening to you, and he was amazed how people use TikTok in a business sense, because everybody's thinking, oh yeah, some crazy kids are dancing, or crazy, you know, I don't know, like crazy rich Asians or crazy rich Americans, you know, on stage. But there is a big business opportunity there. This is the
thing is, like, people think about TikTok. When they think about TikTok, think about teenagers using TikTok, and which is not true anymore.
It evolved.
It started like that, and today in the States, in Europe, and it's more or less the same in the whole world. 62% of all users are women, and from the age of 18 to 25, it's around 25%. And from the age of 26 to 35, it's another 27, 29%. So around 55% of users of women are in that age bracket, and so the more or less the same group is with the men, around the age of 18 to 35. Obviously, there are around 5% of users that are older than 55. And you know there is one pretty cool thing, when you do advertising on Facebook and when you compare it to advertising on TikTok, 40% of users of TikTok don't use Facebook at all. So it's completely new group of people, completely new audience.
Yeah, Facebook made that gap, you know, like they wanted to have a zero algorithm for pages. They wanted to have, search, which is kind of disabled, and Google Ads getting more complicated, but algorithm helps. You can actually have, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but you can actually have an organic content on TikTok and get some results. I'm not saying full results, but much more than on Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. Reach of your organic videos is way higher. So it makes way more sense to do organic videos on TikTok than on other platforms. And TikTok did a lot of smart moves in a row. You know, there are on TikTok there is a combination of how you can engage with your customers. You can use organic videos, you can use paid search, and you can use UGC. And for UGC, user-generated content, they even decided to create a dedicated platform for it called creatormarketplace.tiktok.com. And on that platform, you have all of the information for all of the creators on TikTok. And you can filter them out, you can create campaigns towards them and ask them to work with you. And it's so cheap. And you know why? Because you can advertise their videos. So our clients usually come and say, we don't have enough videos to be on TikTok. And it's so easy. You need 2 months or 3 months of preparations on Creators Marketplace. And you don't really need to even have your own videos. Others are going to create the videos for you. And also TikTok is incentivizing people to create videos by paying for those videos. Yeah. And that's for the bigger sellers, you know, and for the bigger advertisers, they're willing to cover all of the expenses for each project separately. You just need to be sure that you're going to spend enough money on TikTok, and they're going to help you on their end, with their vendor program. They have a huge list of creators on that are creating videos on TikTok, and so
like Friendster was for Facebook and Instagram were for TikTok. Like, okay, let's start fresh, let's learn something from them, and let's evolve. But you are most of your years, and we said you are an Amazon veteran for 5 years.
Imagine that.
Someone would say living legend. But what's happening in Amazon? When you're talking about Amazon advertising, are you talking about people who want to sell on Amazon, or you're talking about businesses that want just to advertise on Amazon? It's what is the main purpose for the sellers?
For the sellers on Amazon, like there are different things that you can do. Like Amazon is doing their own advertising on other platforms, and you as a seller, you want to increase your sales and visibility on Amazon platform, and that's how basically you advertise there. And people, I'm not really sure that people realize how big you can go on Amazon. Like we work with 9-figure sellers there. We have people that are making $500 million just selling shampoos and cosmetics on Amazon internationally, and like that's absolutely insane. Like we have a huge list of clients, and like you can check on our website. Like for that I can mention clients. So and like when the Amazon platform matured a lot, competition increased in the States especially, and it's expanding to Germany now. You can see way more options on the platform, and they used to have 2 different platforms, like regular Amazon platform and the other one that they merged together, and now you have like centralized platform, and there is a new one that they created like a couple of years ago called DSP. DSP platform is more or less like programmatic marketing for Amazon. That's something that they're gonna evolve further and probably gonna merge with the central platform once again. So that's something that is interesting. And like 2 years ago, they introduced attribution, and this is the first time when you're able to track all of the information on Amazon for your external traffic. So when you have some both paid and organic traffic sending to customers to your product listing or your storefront on Amazon, you're able to see some data. It's not the best in the world because obviously
they
Amazon,
don't want to share everything.
Exactly. But still there is attribution window there. You can check what happened there and so on. So
I'm sure that a lot of people doing e-commerce business, not only on Amazon, but let's say Shopify or any other platform, were on the conference Affiliate World. I know a few of them. And in Middle East, e-commerce is very developed, I would say, and people are used to buying things online, and we really tend to think that we have good services here. What do you think about e-commerce and as a business, and do you work with Shopify also? I know you do, but what do you think about that platform and e-commerce in general?
I went to dinner yesterday with a couple of guys from Amazon Dubai and UAE, and like we talked about the situation like regionally here, and like it's insane to see like how well developed it is, as you mentioned, and it's so crazy. And like Amazon bought Souk and I think in Egypt, and like, they're expanding really fast, and there are like local marketplaces as well. So it's pretty good, and it's pretty well developed. It's for foreign sellers that are coming to Dubai, that are coming to UAE, and like to the Middle East. They're not really aware, like, should they show their listings and their products in English or in local language. So that is like a huge question mark for them. And like you can see, like in different countries, it's like different answer. So
Dubai itself and United Arab Emirates are really expat country. Like you have 17% of local here and 83% of expats, you know. So English, I learned Arabic. I know how to read.
Oh, wow.
I don't have any vocabulary because it's very hard to find someone speaking Arabic. You know, like I'm surrounded with people talking in English. So, but your business is in mostly Europe, Northern Europe, Germany, and US.
As a matter of fact, the US is 95% of the
Now 95%.
Yeah.
Oh, but do you have a presence here in Middle East?
We don't have physical presence.
But
we definitely work with people that are local here and companies that want to expand to UAE, and we see a huge opportunity for us as Sellers Alley as a company to expand in this direction as well, because we don't see a lot of competition in some of the things that we are doing, including Amazon and including TikTok. As I said, like, we're an official partner with them, and we provide exceptional stuff that are not publicly available for other agencies. So that's pretty interesting thing for us. So
it is developed, and I'm sure that the conferences like this, Affiliate World, that will even bring more attention to that. Sellers Alley is a big company, 150 people all around the world, working 95%, as you said, for the most developed online buying community, which is in the US, of course. And but you also have a platform, Wild PPC Bunch. Is that?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
you're good. I didn't expect that.
Yeah. Where did this come from?
yeah, we do have Wild PPC Bunch is our website, like a side project, like, because after all, like, I'm PPC nerd, you know, like I am a business owner and all of that, but I'm a huge fan of everything PPC related. Mm-hmm. And other agencies in Amazon space are owners of those agencies are my friends, and because like the pie is so big and it's growing so fast, so like you don't really consider anybody to be your competitor. We hang out together, you know.
There's room for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like I got married a couple of months ago, and like a bunch of them came to the wedding, you know. So that was the funny part. So I talked to them.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. So I talked to them, and I asked them, like, guys, would you like to write the content about Amazon and everything Amazon related for our platform? And they were pretty open to do that, both agencies and aggregators. And aggregators are something that is pretty interesting, and that's a phenomenon that started happening like 2 years ago. Aggregators are companies that have VC funds and banks behind them. Okay. They have huge influx of money into them, and they're buying Amazon businesses. Yeah,
which Amazon was doing from the beginning, but now the other guys also thought of it, you know. Like,
so the biggest company of them is Thrasio. Mm-hmm. They're the fastest growing company in the history of the United States, which is pretty interesting. And they're our partners, so we work together.
That's his name. No. I won't ask that. He didn't say nothing.
Well, we did have like a lot of interesting commercials. Some of them include Snoop Dogg and like, So that was funny. So the aggregators are something that is relatively new in Amazon space. So they're buying companies, and like that shows that like the platform is maturing. Like everything is becoming bigger. So like there is still space for small sellers and like more amateur ones, but you can see like on the other hand, like more professionals,
globalizing.
Like Thrasio is massive. Like they're like $10 billion company. You know?
Yeah, like we always think when you say a multiverse, we always think about digital, but this is a parallel universum or a multiverse of Amazon world, where some rules some rule apply, and it's a network effect, you know, like everybody is pushing each other. That's mostly you talk about business, you talk about PPC, as you said. Also, like me, you like Excel, you know, like. But I'm a creative guy. I like to watch Excel from, you know, somebody else showing you. I like to play a little bit, but
just the videos about that.
Explaining. Talking about videos, just wanted to. What is your perspective on if you would advise a small or a big company how to produce videos? We are talking about the production, we are talking about creative process or copy, not necessarily process, but a creative thinking process. Like, what videos do I need for my business? That's the key question, which I usually present to my class, but I need a fresh perspective from an expert. Yeah. Give me that.
So basically, you don't really need Hollywood style videos. Everybody thinks about it needs to be like movie, like Batman and all that. Yes. But like, you just need your phone. Just your phone. No, nothing more than your phone, because like our phones are so good nowadays. You can record everything in full HD. You can record in the best quality possible, like obviously not like 8K and that kind of stuff, but like good enough. you know, and it's in the right aspect ratio, and like it's gonna work. For example, sorry, if you're advertising on TikTok, and if you want to create videos on TikTok, you have huge sound library as well, so you can use those sounds and combine them with your video. You just need to be creative. Like find somebody in your team, somebody in your company that is really creative, young, or somebody that is gonna be like your audience. Like obviously you don't want to have somebody young and playful if your audience is like mature and old and like super professional. Course, maybe sometimes you just want to pick it in a different way to A/B test stuff to see how they're gonna react. But like you need to know your audience. You don't really need, like we had a client, mattress company, and they have money for like a lot of really nice videos, you know, and they decided to take a guy, like one of the company staff, and like the guy from the company went to his room, placed the mattress on his bed, placed a lot of lights around, and he was jumping with the phone in his hand. And that's it. You cannot imagine how many units were sold. So the thing is, people want to recognize themselves in the video as well. They want to be like, oh, I want life like this, you know. Like we A/B test a lot of stuff. Like we had one supplement brand, and we wanted to test like if it's better to have a health coach in a gym that is using the supplement, or maybe caring mother. That is with her family and narrating, like doing voiceover with
TVC style.
And like people wanted to be like to be honest, like they decided to go with option number 2, which is interesting. Like, but that woman like recorded herself with her family. You want to like have a happy family. Everybody wants to have that, you know. And like they're like, okay, this is cool. We want to be like her, you know. And like maybe the supplement is gonna
make
get
me
one more step closer to that.
So when it comes to the digital platforms, people always say, you know, like unlike TVCs, man, there are a lot of companies. Oh yeah, we have money, we can do a Hollywood style commercial. You know, like this is a private thing. You know, like it's my friend. You know, like don't lie me. You know, because TVCs are beautified reality. You know, like don't lie me on my thing. You know, like I want you to be honest, as you said. You know, like real life situations, or as we say, also important thing, tell and do not sell. Like be the part of the platform you are on. You know,
TikTok says don't make ads create TikToks. So like they want to see something that is real, that is more organic, that is something that people can relate to. You know, rather than to have some as I said, like Batman or Hollywood style. It's always nice, like when you're a massive company, when you're huge, you want to have something
Super Bowl ad.
You want to set a standard to show everybody that you can do it. Like you know, it's like
it's a vanity.
It's like out of home advertising, like the old school one. Like you want to your Rolex, let's say, and you want to have a huge like advertisement on, like across the whole building. It's not gonna sell a lot of your watches, but you want to make a statement. You want to say to everybody, I can do this. Like I can pay for the commercial like across the whole building, and that's us. And we're a big brand, and like you cannot do anything about that.
But if you want hard sales,
there are other ways.
Do you think people can sell, let's say, Rolex on TikTok?
They can sell whatever you wish. Like you cannot imagine what kind of stuff we are selling for our clients. Like it sounds bad, but like
no. Then I was just in a moment.
You can sell a lot of stuff, and like it's a good thing to as I said, like use user-generated content, to use creators. That's a really good way how to do it in combination with everything else, because people can recognize themselves with them, and it's pretty cheap way how to do it. We had like a coffee brand. We gave away around 50 units of coffee, and we got 25 million views for the videos. On the other hand, made like more than 6,000 sales. Just because.
But who succeeded there? The creator, because the ad was good, or you as a expert for TikTok ads?
It's a combined effort, you know.
So it's not the same. Of course, it depends on a structure of the video and is it TikTokized, if I can say, and then you come in with your machine.
Well, obviously somebody needed to create a strategy and like tell you like what's the best way how to do it and like what's the approach how to do it. Like we were, as I said, like we work closely with the guys from TikTok, and we have like huge team inside of TikTok that is working with us. Around 15 people in TikTok are dedicated to work with sellers alley. And like when we get a new product from our client, both guys from TikTok and us like go to that product and like create a dedicated strategy for that specific product. So we want to make sure that we get the most out of the investment into it.
I think that a dream for every advertiser on TikTok should be to become a challenge, to become a trend. Yeah,
exactly.
Like Stephen Hay, who is emotional damage guy.
Oh my God.
Emotional damage.
Everybody. Oh, you know who I like? I like Uncle Roger as well.
The old guy who... No.
Uncle Roger is the guy that makes fun of everybody in front of the restaurant. He's like the guy that's selling food in the restaurant. And he's like... The guy comes and he's like, can you make me nasi lemak but without peanuts? And like... Uncle Roger comes and says like, why are you so weak? Why cannot you eat peanuts? I grew up in China and like
this guy. I know. He's that. Yeah, this is why you remember, because he's like Stephen K. I just watched yesterday one of his videos. Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's this
so
guy.
Funny.
This
guy.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the guy.
No, we only serve chicken thigh here. You like chicken breast? But that is the worst part of chicken.
He's so good. He's so good. And like as you can see, those videos are not Hollywood style, and they're so viral, and like everybody likes watching them. Like to be honest, TikTok is really engaging platform, and I cannot really watch it in the morning, even though I wake up early in the morning and like, but I need like a couple of coffees before I
energize enough for
yeah. But like for the TikTok, I realize that I'm doing it in the evening. Like when I finish my work and everything, and I go back home and I'm sit on my couch, and then I can start scrolling like crazy. I don't watch TV, you know. I'm usually on my phone on TikTok, so algorithm is helping me to watch what I like to see, you know.
Is your wife on TikTok also? Because
oh my God, she's crazy as well. Like she.
Oh my! I can imagine your kids 3 screens.
Oh my God! Like I don't want to think about that.
I know when my daughter, it's I think 2 years back when she started TikTok, it was only her hand. She was filming her hand and squeezing the slime, you know, like making some things from slime, you know. And she got 1,000 followers in maybe less than a month time. Then she stopped for 7 days, and algorithm never came back. You know, like they want you to be there every day, constant.
Like,
That's the
guys internally say that you need to post like twice a day.
Twice?
Yeah, imagine.
I'm the follower of Gary Vee. Gary Vee says 40 pieces of content per platform per day. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I'm probably gonna speak with at one conference in 3-4 months with him. I'm not gonna ask him in person.
No. Oh, I have he was here few weeks back, and a friend of mine, because this podcast is not about me, but a little bit. I based my companies, everything that I do, on his preachings.
Yeah, well,
everything.
It makes sense.
Everything that not entrepreneurial, but media and about hyper production. We have a client producing 150 videos a month. We have a client producing 60 videos a month. We have a client producing 20, 50, and so on and so on. So everything is about hyper production and possibility to create a lot of content in the most efficient way. So video is the most effective way of communication, and we do it in the most efficient way. Our company is more Gary Vee style than Gary Vee's company. So So he was here a few days back. So you will do me a favor, mention me to him,
absolutely,
Zeka.
Yeah,
and I'll show you the video. I'll show you the video about it. No, of course. But what is your take on that? Because I have a struggle with my even my team. You know. I want to have, out of this podcast, 100 pieces of content, micro content. And I want to push it until the next episode, all around, all platforms, no, you know, from audio platforms to video platforms and everything. And please tell me your take on, I want to have 50 pieces of content a day per platform.
Yeah, well, if you're able to create it, why not?
That's it. Man, that's it. We we are enabling, we are doing that. The only reason, like it's hard to talk with people. Oh, I don't want to bore people. When I interviewed David Meltzer, who just a few months back, he said, when you start to be boring for your friends and family, they say, oh, you're too much on there. That's just the beginning of you as a social media thought leader or industry expert, whatever you want to be. But that's exactly, like we are enabling it, we can do it,
your family is never gonna like see the big picture that you see in your head as an entrepreneur or like the business owner. Like I can tell you
of course.
my perspective.
Just don't explain it. Just say, okay, it's good. I'm doing good. Like doing something about social media. It's doing good.
Yeah, like it was really hard for me to like, even like, as I said, like 12, 13 years ago, to explain what I'm doing and like what is PPC to my family. And I was like, I'm just doing marketing.
Yeah. Why don't you finish law school and become a lawyer?
No. In my case,
you're a failure.
You need to be a surgeon. In my case, it was like you need to be a surgeon.
Yeah, you're such a failure, as Stephen here would say. Oh my God! I could speak with you about this, and I'm sure that this is not our last conversation, even in podcast or over a coffee. I like I like the passion you're approaching and on stage. Is there anything that you, of course, there are a lot of things but in general topics that you share on stage that we didn't mention today? Like, what would you speak about at the Las Vegas conference?
In Las Vegas, I'm going to talk about Amazon and TikTok, like combination of those two, because advertising on Amazon is becoming more and more expensive. Okay. And I'm going to talk about bringing external traffic to Amazon.
Okay.
And TikTok as a main traffic channel that's going to be there.
So it is possible?
Yeah, it is.
And
we did a white paper for TikTok, on the other hand, like how to improve your BSR rating, bestseller rating and on Amazon by using external traffic and TikTok.
So you're even sharing your knowledge, and this is one of the things that Gary Vee also preaches,
It's all about sharing knowledge. You need to give a value so you can get value in return, Like if I'm helping others to grow and like to make money, it's gonna help me grow and make money, like pretty transparent thing, like that's the whole purpose of value. And like you feel really good, like even in our company, like we have a lot of benefits inside of the company. It's not like the regular company. Yeah. We try to be like Google-ish style company, and we like if I'm going up, everybody needs to go up with me. So like we try to learn, like everybody in the team, like all the C-level people in our company are hired inside of the company. Like they grew from like the smallest positions and they came to the C-level.
Give and you will be given. The universal justice cannot be altered, and I think this is an amazing point just to make a break in our conversation, because I'm sure it will continue. Lazar or Lazar. Fala puno. Thank you very much for.
Thank you so much for
really nice conversation. Let's keep up the good things rolling.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for watching the Change Officer podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and find us on TikTok, because we have some new partnership coming in. There will be a lot of content of TikTok from the Change Officer. You can stop us now.